Welcome back to the shop. We've got this Corvette back in here, and we are going to be doing some valve seals on this TPI or small block Chevy. So stay tuned. So for these replacement seals, I went and called up AC Delco and had them send me some of their updated seals. These were notorious for valve seal issues. And basically this kit comes with two different versions of seals in it, depending on the valve guide size. So we're going to be picking from a set of these. Then of course we've got this really cool tool. I got this off of like Summit Racing. This actually threads onto the rocker stud, and when you have it in car it has a ton of leverage. You lift up and it'll actually compress the valve spring, and then it will lock in place and you can pull the handle off and you don't have to worry about it. Well, look what we got here. Got some Scorpion 1.5 roller rockers. So with these rocker arms, the jam nut is on the inside, and that's going to set these rockers installed. This outer nut will set the height, and that's how you set your preload on this. So basically we're going to hold that still while we open up the locks. Alright, now we got the rocker arms off. You want to hold the valve springs in place, and what we're going to use is the compression tester, and we're going to plug this into the cylinder, fill it up with air. That's going to keep our valves from dropping in the cylinder. Now it may turn the engine over, so you want to keep note of that. You want to set them at top dead only when you're setting the preload on the lifters on those rocker arms. So we'll get that started. I'm going to break the tension on the locks. They get sticky sometimes, so you want to smack them with a hammer. Alright, so here is the original seal that was on it. Here's the tension ring that actually popped off while I was pulling it off. That fits around the seal like this. Not much tension there. I've found these more modern type seals. These do fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install these on the intake valves. That's where you're going to have the vacuum underneath the valve. It's going to draw oil down. The exhaust, you don't really have to worry about it because the pressure is actually going to push the oil out. You just don't want oil to seep in when the car is shut off. So I'm going to install these upgraded seals on the intake, and then I ended up getting another set of seals. These are just your standard oil seals. These are actually from Apex, so I'm going to install these on the exhaust. So that's what we're going to do on this particular car, using two separate kits in order to get one valve seal job done. So they come with this little seal preparation tool. This slides over the valve, and it keeps your seals from being damaged when you slide them over the valve. So this is the upper seal. You don't want to leave this out. This actually goes in between the keepers and the valve retainers. When you're compressing the spring, you slide these on the valve. There's actually a secondary groove, so if your valves don't have this secondary groove, your seals never had this option. So these do have it, so we're going to be installing these O-ring seals in that location. This seal just feels super soft. This was definitely leaking. One thing you want to do is move the intake valve around. Kind of get an idea of how much play is in the valve just by forcing it. There is some movement, but some movement is okay. You don't want to have it just wobbling around loose, because then no seal in the world is going to seal it up. So basically what I'm using is a starter switch in order to rotate the engine over. I'm watching the push rods and waiting for them to end up in their bottommost position of travel. That'll indicate that they are on the base circle of the camshaft. Once I am positive that they are on the base circle, I can begin adjusting that rocker arm. So what I will do is I will spin the push rod while tightening the nut until I feel a slight tension on that push rod. That will indicate that I have taken up 0 lash for that particular rocker arm. Then I can move on to the adjacent rocker arm, followed by the next cylinder, and when the other banks are all completed, then I can just basically go around the whole entire set to set my preload. Each engine is going to have a different spec for preload, so you want to check with your manufacturer, but this particular engine with a hydraulic roller camshaft, this calls for 1 full turn of preload. So I'll just go around every single cylinder and turn each nut an additional 1 turn. And then I can set the center jam nut in order to lock everything in place, and then all my preloads are set for the cylinders.
Alright you guys, so we got the valve covers back on both sides. Everything went together nice and easy. So now we're going to just start putting the plugs in, run our plug wires, install our air pump, and then we're going to fire this thing up and see if we fixed it. Alright you guys, so the valve seals are done. Everything's buttoned up and put back together. Got the new instrument cluster in. It was rebuilt by Vette. We use Vette.com. They did an excellent job with that. Let's Gauges look great. Run good. No smoke. So she's running great. So we'll get this thing back to the owner, and appreciate you guys watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you like the video, if it was helpful to you, leave a like. And we will see you guys on the next one.